It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Pistonhead, and this is a can of their Haze Lager. It's a 330ml can with the alcohol by volume coming in at 5.1% ABV. There's a look at the can. Without further ado then, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I picked this up in the Aldi middle bit, you know, the bargain bin place where you can pick up anything from toothbrushes to garden tools, anything really, beer. So it wasn't in the beer aisle, it was just kind of like a few cases dotted around that were open. I thought, you know, I'll give this a go. I quite like the Pistonhead beers from before. They're a Swedish company. Smells really good. It smells really, really good. Yeah, a Swedish company. Actually, it's got Australia written on the side of the can. Well, we'll get to that bit in a moment, but I'm pretty sure this used to be a Swedish company. Comment in the comments box. Have you got a can of this beer? Are you drinking this beer right now? And if you are, does it say Australia on the side of your can? And were you to be believed that this company was from Sweden before? I'm sure they were. We got a one finger whitehead, good levels of slow moving carbonation. It's a hazy amber coloured beer with a little bit of sediment there on the bottom of the glass. There you go. Camera really struggled with that then. It looks pretty good. I like the haze, I like the suspension in the glass. Let's get the aroma. That's really tropical. It's really I wasn't expecting it. For a couple of reasons. It was in the middle of the Aldi aisle, the middle of Aldi, just the bits and pieces, and I just thought, oh, I'll have one of them. I'm not expecting too much. And the other thing, it was cheap. It was £1.20 a can. But, oh, and of course the other reason is that they've called it a haze lager. But I was expecting maybe something like a hazy Helles lager rather than a... This is New World. This is without a shadow of a doubt a New World lager. Grapefruit, passion fruit, mango. It smells terrific, it really does. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Unbelievable. Unbelievable beer. I'm going to put that down. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. That is one of the best hoppy lagers I've ever reviewed in my life. It just goes to show, doesn't it, that sometimes when you go into a review or you go into something with no expectation whatsoever, those are the times in life that surprise you the most. It's a bit like a spur of the moment party. I remember some of the best parties I ever had as a youngster growing up were the spur of the moment, the parties that weren't a party that turned into a party. They're the greatest parties, because you're not kind of, you're just going into it. There's no expectation, there's no real kind of thought into it, and everybody's in that same boat. Everybody's in that relaxed attitude. I went into this beer review thinking, this could be okay, might be terrible, might be brilliant. It's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous beer. It's so refreshing. So refreshing and so drinkable. A little bit spicy and peppery on the back end. But then it's in the middle. The middle of the flavour. The middle profile of the flavour. So you've got a little bit of sweetness over there to begin with. A little bit of bitterness over there to the finish. So it's sweet and bitter to balance the beer out. But in the middle, there's some grapefruit and passion fruit and mango. Some really, really good flavours coming through. orange peel, fleshy blood orange. Yeah, there we are. It's got Galaxy hops written on the side of the can. Unfiltered lager with Galaxy hops. This would, I mean, this would go up. I've had some craft lager. This would go up against some of the top end kind of craft lagers, the new world craft lagers that a lot of people are talking about. You know, where they're using that classic lager in, which means to store. The word lager in German is to store. They've kind of mashed it up with new world hops, and this works. This works, and this will run with the best of them. It really will. It's really tasty. The only disappointing thing about this beer is the fact that I didn't buy more. I wish I bought myself about 9 cans of this, maybe just cleared the shop, bought a box of it. It's wonderful, wonderful. For £1.20 a can. Just, it's such a funny place, isn't it, Aldi? It's the reason why I've never given up on Aldi, is because for all their flaws with the beers that they have, there are some beers that will surprise you, shock you. Around, where are we now? September. So in about a month or so's time, they're going to be put in, they have these great big Belgian bottles, 750ml bottles that go into Aldi. October sort of time. By the time I post this video, it might very well be October. So have a look in your local Aldi store. I think they're called beer special. They're like a Belgium, big Belgium, or something cuvee special. One's a big black bottle with a cork and a cage, and there's another one as well which is equally as good, a Belgian beer. They're both terrific, really, really good beers, and they come in at about £2.50. £2.50 for 750ml of Belgian beer. And then on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, some of their canned craft beer is downright awful. But again, for the reasons of picking up this Pistonhead Haze lager for £1.20, and then the Belgian beers, and then their kind of Weiss beer, the Rheinbacher Weiss beer, which incidentally has been improved since the last time we reviewed it. Plus the Rheinbacher Pils has been improved. I've been told. Pardon me. You can never count them out. You can never count them out. It's a love-hate relationship with beer and me in Aldi. Quite like their food, but beer, it's a love-hate relationship. On this occasion, I love it. On this occasion, I absolutely love this beer. It's absolutely terrific. I just quickly want to see, imported to Australia. Ah, right, okay, so it was meant to go to Australia, never made it to Australia. Brutal Brewing, Sweden. Brutal Brewing in Sweden make this beer. That's what's on the back of the can. Right, let's rate it. Looks good. Smells good. Tastes absolutely incredible. One of the best craft lagers I've ever had, and I paid £1.20 for it. How's your luck? I'm just lucky, just picked it up, didn't know what I was getting. Probably going to go back, clear the whole blooming shelf for this. But I hope you liked the video. I'm going to rate this beer. I'm going to, for the price point, that is the best craft lager I have ever had. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.